About the character change, in the beginning, it was obvious that Jake valued popularity, and that was kind of like the outside force. On page 36, he said, and then shoot, when he saw the new kid that looked popular, he said, and then shoot straight up the popularity ladder to him with him, and then I feel like the outside force of popularity makes him think that he should appear to be cool, and the Alzheimer's that Skelly has isn't like making him appear cool, and so like that was the problem. He wasn't prioritizing the right things, not helping Skelly, instead like thinking, oh, popularity is everything in his world. And but then I feel like his mentor was James, because even though James like appears to him as like really mean, and even I thought he was mean, he still like helped Skelly push the cart when Skelly was found, and that shows Jake that no matter what, Skelly's still his grandfather. And then on page 115, I think he learned from that, and he could still, even though Skelly didn't say this to him, he could still feel that Skelly was still Skelly, and he could hear "Attaboy, Jake, attaboy." And so that's character change. And one symbol that I thought was a big deal was in the pull-up scene. The tree is like, when you climb trees, you start from the bottom and you get to the top, and that's life really. It's a journey, and sometimes it's really hard, and sometimes there's like a lot of footholds and handholds where it's really hard to climb up. But then I imagine in the night, which is when the pull-up scene was happening, Jake like he was climbing this. It's like he was pulling himself up in this tree, but he couldn't do that without light, which usually that comes from the moon. But popularity would act as the stars. But I don't think he realizes that popularity, like stars, they come and go. Sometimes they appear, sometimes they don't, and that's not really what he should be like prioritizing. That's not really what helps him see. It's the moon that gives him light, and it appears there every single night. And that's like Skelly, his family appears there every single time he's in trouble, and that's what helps him climb up the journey of life, the tree. And so after I did all this, I was wondering, how do we know if we're prioritizing the right things in life? And I thought about like how Skelly was there for him, like even through the end when he didn't actually say it, but he said, "Attaboy, Jake, attaboy." And I think that prioritizing the right things means like you prioritize what benefits you in the long run. Popularity doesn't benefit you in the long run, but definitely family does. Skelly brought him confidence, and that will benefit him in the long run.